Alright everybody, welcome to another stream. As you can probably tell from my voice, from my nasal voice, I am sick all of a sudden. So my daughter got me sick again. So I will try to stream today because I don't know if I'll be able to do it tomorrow or for the next few days. Okay, let's get to it. What did I want to do? Oh, okay, I said I would fix, or try to fix this little thing. I forgot actually my my reference material. So let me load it up in PureRef. And which one is it? Elemental Beast. Yes. Okay. Hey, Casual. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream, as always. Always here. A real aficionado. Our dear Casual. Texture pan. Alright. Hey, Fictional Key Art. Welcome. I'm probably gonna have to mute myself every now and then to sneeze or blow my nose. It's pretty bad. So I will let you know when I do. I am sick. Fictional Key Art. My daughter got me sick for the second time in the span of a month and a half, which is not great. How are you doing? Japan is a sickly country. I'm always sick when I'm here. I streamed, what, 6 months, 7? So about 6 months before coming here, and I only got sick once, and it was COVID. And now I streamed, what, month and a half, and I got sick twice. That's a nice record. So, what a nice record. I need another window. There you go. Probably gonna zoom out. Hey, student. Hello. I live in Japan, sadly, the suckiest country in the world. Yes. I'm sick, student. Hey, Joey. What's up? Welcome to the stream. I have to apologize for not having a defined schedule, but I was not even sure I would have been able to stream today because my son. So I set up a separate bed for him now, and so he's sleeping alone. And it's not guaranteed that he's gonna sleep. So he slept so far. Let's hope it stays that way. And funny enough, he is not sick. I'm sick. My wife is sick. My daughter is sick, or was. My son is not. So, since you live in Japan, how is your social and mental life there? Horrible. Horrible. Social life is inexistent. Tried to again, but basically inexistent. But it's true for pretty much everybody here. There is no, like, unless you're in Tokyo, there is no real interesting activity. I'm kind of in the countryside, so it takes almost an hour to go to the city, and it's not something I can do consistently. And still, even if so, it's like there is not much anyway. Japanese people tend to be very closed, so it's not easy to make friends. In fact, my wife has no friends at all, even if she is Japanese. So, last 2 weeks you're sick. Is it the same fever? No, it's different. It's not fever, it's just a cold for now. But my daughter is always sick. I mean, the kids in general here are always sick. Because hygiene, despite what you might think, everything is very clean in Japan, but it's not sanitized. So the daycare is very dirty, in fact, and so they get sick. Always. So it's not pretty. I already know this. I'm gonna get sick once a month at least, if not more. I knew it before coming here, but I'm gonna be here until June probably, at least. Not at least. In fact, I'm not gonna be here beyond June because I'm not gonna be here in summer. But yeah, that's my life in Japan. That's everybody's lives in Japan. Everybody's life, because you can ask anybody who's been here, living here for years. Like, unless they're extremely lucky, they're gonna be sick the whole time. Because that's just the nature of the country. Everyone is always sick. That's why they're always wearing masks. And I'm pretty sure this is not just the allergy. The other day I had a little bit of allergy, kind of itchy eyes. This is a cold. So unfortunately, it's gonna suck for a while. I still hope I can keep streaming. I might not be able to stream though tomorrow, depending on how it goes. Because yesterday my wife was feeling like I'm feeling now, and today she's half dead. So I expect to be in a pretty bad condition tomorrow. I sure miss Italy, because I was never sick. It's not just the kids, it's the country. It's the country per se. I'm a farewell here, so most people don't, especially foreigners. I guess some people do. Might be some exceptions, but on average, I would argue it's not. It's a pretty sickly country anyway. Really scared about Japan though. If I really want to live there, don't live here, please. If you want an advice, don't. Unless you want to be in a very bad mental place. Very bad. I highly don't recommend this. Don't. This place is not for everybody. And most people leave. Like they go away after a while because they realize, hey, this place sucks. This is not an anime place. The real Japan is not even close to what you think. Trust me, it's not close. Do you also eat? Yes, otherwise I would be dead. Fix their population and mental things? I don't think they will. There must be a will to do that, and there isn't. If you try to bring up problems here, you're gonna be shut down. So there is no chance to improve things unless they want to improve globally, and that's probably not going to happen. They tend very much to preserve things. It's unfortunate. Here could be a nice place, but well, maybe not, because weather sucks. I mean, weather just sucks. Period. So I don't know. It's just not a good place for me. So I'm going to take my son back to Italy in summer, because at least we can enjoy one of the weathers. One of the seasons. Because summer is good in Italy. So at least something is going to be enjoyable. No need to force yourself to stream tomorrow if you're unwell. Your health is more important. Thank you. No, I enjoy streaming, actually. It cheers me up, usually. Like if I had a sucky day, which is pretty much every day here. It really brightens my day, so I like it. So if I can stream, if I manage to, if I'm not like very run down, yeah, I'm gonna stream 100%. Japanese candy, what does it taste like? Sugar. Their sweets are too sweet. Like they feel very artificial. I don't. In fact, I eat zero sweets here. I had to make. I can share a photo in the Discord. Maybe I made some cookies for my kids because because the rest here sucks. It's everything is very artificial, full of preservatives and whatnot. So not very healthy to eat. Food is kind of tasty. I mean, look. Food is my least concern here, especially if it's homemade well. It's not bad. It's not too bad. We still cook better in Italy, and I miss some Italian treats. But mostly it's other things, not like dinner, like main meal food. I miss other things. Let's move the butt cheeks here. I miss other things from my country. Cookies are one of them. I do miss cookies a lot. What do I do here? Probably gonna remove this and texture triangle. Trying to figure out. I don't like this though. Probably not. What food do you miss the most? Thick pasta, like actual fresh, thick with two C's. Pasta, like spaghetti with seafood. I'm not a huge pasta eater. In fact, in general, when I was home in Italy, I would still eat rice because I got used to it here. But I would like at least once a week. I'd like to eat something that has a little more consistency than bare rice. The main problem, it's not just a matter of what food I miss. It's a matter of consistency, because everything here feels very inconsistent. Kind of like tofu, which is a prime inconsistent food. I don't mind eating tofu. There are some brands of tofu that I like. Also because I have no choice anyway. But I miss the consistency of some food in Italy, which it's like I feel like I'm actually eating. And not just filling my mouth with powder. So but it's okay. I mean, I can bake stuff. I can make bread and whatnot. So if I miss something, I'll just bake it or make it. Like I baked the cookies the other day. Hey, Scorpy. What's up? Hope you're doing well today. Good morning to you. Evening here, but morning there in Canada, I guess. How's life treating you today? Hey, it's the weekend, basically. Tomorrow for me. So in a couple hours, in 2 hours, less than 2 hours. I do not have plans apart from probably sleeping, since I'm gonna be half dead. And maybe this goes like this. No, I'm gonna finish this more. You're good. Cool. Yeah, as you can probably tell by my voice, as I've been saying until now, I'm sick. I got a sudden cold from my daughter, so she will be punished for this. I'm gonna ostracize her from the house. I'm gonna leave her outside in the cold night alone. Try to draw armor on a crocodile. That's cool. Nice. Is it an actual crocodile or a anthropomorphous? Oops, crocodile. Anthropomorphized crocodile. So I think this is gonna be something like this here. I mean, I could even use oil pastel. It's a little too much, maybe. We'll see. Maybe here and there. It's a miracle it works. Does it? Yeah, but it has... What? Oh, it does have texture, actually. Cool. There's texture up here. Ah. I apologize for the sniffles. Really can't help it. Today. We'll see tomorrow. We will see. You send it to a server. Okay, cool. Sure. And by the way, tomorrow we are gonna start the challenge. It's gonna be a tarot card. I will decide which one. Might be the Fool or not. And by the way, this is not April's Fool. I'm actually sick. In case you're wondering, it's not an April's Fool. Sadly, I am truly sick. Unfortunately. So yeah, we're starting the challenge, and I think maybe. So I ordered some Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel cards. I'm thinking of offering as a prize an unopened pack of Rush Duel cards in Japanese that I'm gonna send to you at your home sweet home, anywhere in the world. Just a giveaway like that. If you win the challenge, I promise I'm not gonna choose a person that's closer to me to spend less in postage. So the person who wins the challenge, who makes the best artwork overall, will receive an unopened pack of Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel cards in Japanese. What do you guys think? Didn't confirm yet, but I thought it would be cool to actually, have a real prize for once. And since I bought these cards, I thought, hey, well, why not? Because I can get them pretty easily here, so. Neat, I hope I can draw something for the challenge. That would be cool. That would be cool. So we'll see. I'm pretty sure this is going to be one of the prizes. So it's going to be the Paint Over critique and the Rush Duel card. Ever heard of the game Taiko no Tatsujin? I heard it's quite popular in Japan. I'm not sure. I'm not very in touch with the anime or gaming world here. Most of Japan is not very game-ish, and I live in the countryside, so not sure. Never heard. Although to be fair, it it's funny enough that sometimes you go to the mall or to the grocery store or the like Home Depot, say, sort of Home Depot, and there was an anime song playing. Like there was a Naruto song when I went buying some paints to paint the Pokeball. That was kind of wild. It's always wild. It happened to me a few times. The first time I noticed that, it was Karma from Tales of the Abyss. I was like, wait a second, I heard this song and it just kept playing in the mall. Like, Jesus, that's wild. That is a very Japanese thing. But overall, yeah, not very in touch with it. You're not going to find as much gaming or anime content here unless you look for it. Where I am. Obviously, if you go to Tokyo, you go to Akihabara, and it's different. But here, yeah, not much. Not very much. You know what? I'm not convinced by this. What if I'm not entirely convinced by this. What happened? Thank you, A. Thank you. Not that much talented, I admit, but I do my best. Is it sampling all layers? No, it's not. Let's see what we can do here. Something like that. So the oil pastel is gonna blur some things. Hey, I don't like this area. This area is pretty bad. Yuck. What should I do? This is doing too much. I'm gonna go back to the texture triangle. Can I maybe I should bring the armor down like this. Something like this. And by the way, welcome, A. First time chatting, I believe. Apologies for my voice, I'm sick. Let's try about. You know what? I wanna get the other one again. Okay, let's see this. Probably gonna add some striations here. Let me see. So maybe even the pin, which might be too wild like that, like this. I just really don't want this to feel very too made up. It has to feel natural to a degree. So it's probably need to be a little more. Oh, oops. Goops. Turn off my radiator, hold on. There you go. Because yes, it's still cold in this hideous country. Still very cold. Actually, to be fair, today was not a super cold day, but on average, because you got no insulation in the house, you feel it. You feel it pretty hard. So really missing insulation. That's one thing Joey, that I miss about Italy: insulation. Thermal, acoustic, any kind of insulation is not existent here. So that's really one thing I dearly miss. Even sound. The house I'm in. It's my house. It's new. We built it in 2019. Man, it sucks. The acoustic performance is subpar, I would say. Unfortunately, so I can hear pretty much everything that goes on outside. So not great. In the anime, Japan is beautiful. What do you talk about? Yeah. Well, anime do not exactly portray the truth about this country. This country is a big lie, let me tell you. You gotta stay here for a while to figure it out. You don't go to Tokyo, you go to real Japan, where I am, and you see what it really is. All the problems it has. There is nothing beautiful. Well, there are some beautiful things. Okay, give you that. There are some beautiful things. Right now, there are some cherry trees in bloom, so that's pretty beautiful. But then you get deadly sick, and everyone goes around with layers and layers of masks and goggles because there are tons of allergies, and so everyone is sick. Then in June, the rain season starts, or is it hurricane? No, it's the rain season. And so it starts raining like hell and being very humid. And so you're pretty much stuck in the house the whole time unless you want to sweat. So that means air conditioner the whole day. And then summer comes. And summer, because it's right after the rainy season, is very humid. Like the whole summer is humid and very hot. And so you can't sleep. Then the hurricane season comes in September. And if you're lucky, you're going to survive. If you're lucky on average, you're not going to have any house damage. We didn't, but some people did here. Hopefully your roof stays where it is. But you might lose your house because there are floods and landslides and whatnot. Then if you're lucky, you survive that, you might get a powerful earthquake that just destroys your house completely. So that's another thing to consider. Or what else? Well, if you're a foreigner, you gotta be careful about police because they can just arrest you for any reason. If you're Japanese, probably not. You don't need to be concerned about that, but you might want to be concerned about the suicide rate because everyone is pretty much suicidal in Japan. However, I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard masks are sometimes a fashion items in Japan before all the sick stuff going around. Oh, this was before COVID. COVID has nothing to do with this. They have to wear masks because otherwise they get sick. In fact, I used to jog. Now I don't anymore because I don't want to get that sick. But if you go out jogging in the morning, you see these ladies. They're basically dressed up like Talibans because they have goggles, arm protections because the sun is also scorching, and they have masks. Like they're fully dressed like Talibans. So that's quite a thing to witness. Is the house insured? Believe so. I'm gonna ask my wife. But not against. No, I don't think it's insured against calamities. I'm not sure if there is an insurance against earthquake. There probably is. I'm not sure we have it. But quite admittedly, this area is not as seismic as others. So she said it was not necessary for here. But if you're in Tokyo or northern Japan, you should really get that kind of insurance because it's pretty much guaranteed. Floods might happen. We have about 3 meters before getting flooded. Like the river is, if the river goes out, we are about 3 meters up, probably less, maybe 2.5, 3 meters up from the riverbed or the border, say, and that might happen. In fact, in 2020, June 2020, I was about to go to sleep. It was 1 a.m. I was about to go to sleep, and my phone starts blaring like, I'm like, what the hell is going on? I literally had just turned off the light, and I get this warning because there is a storm, and we got flood level warning level 4, which is basically get out of there. Like, you're likely to get flooded. Get the hell out of there if you can. And so we decided not to because our house is 2 floors. And so all we did, like, my wife got up, my son was 2, and he was freaking scared. And so we had to take everything from downstairs upstairs. Like, I took my computer, I took anything that could be ruined by the flood. Because seriously, I didn't sleep because I was, always checking the level outside of the water. Everything around here was kind of flooded. But it went down, fortunately, overnight. It's not pretty. It's not pretty to live here. People underestimate it. Especially if there's an emergency. When there's an evacuation, you need to be registered to the evacuation center, and you'd better be, because if you're not, they're not going to let you in. There was a problem some years ago, I think it was 2018, in Tokyo, because some homeless people were not allowed into the shelter during the hurricane. I think it was 2018, yeah, because they didn't have the documents. So that's Japan for you. Damn. So if your house is gone from floods or quakes, does that mean everything's gone? Yeah, pretty much. It's like their philosophy, or they basically tell you, well, you don't have to get too attached to things anyway. So, any government support? No, not that I know, not that I'm aware of. No. There is some government support on some things. Like, if I were to get a third kid, I got 2 kids. If I were to get a third kid, we get a bunch of stuff for free. Right now we have 2, so the daycare is free for both kids. Previously, when I only had my son, it was not free. So that's pretty good, I admit. But no, it's gonna at some point it's gonna happen. You're gonna have some kind of damage from a hurricane because we got 150 mph miles per hour winds sometimes. That's not good. It's not very good. So you will get some damage, and you will have to, pay. You're gonna have to fix it. Unless you have a specific insurance now. But it's gonna be expensive because everything here is expensive. So that's probably why we don't have it. Kind of sucks. Or definitely sucks, actually. But that is this country. That's why I don't want to live here. I don't have to worry about dying so easily in Italy, honestly. Especially not from natural events. I mean, it can happen, but man, not so often. It is harsh. Life here is very harsh. Okay, to be fair, if you go to Tokyo, you might think life is easy, but you're a foreigner, so it's not going to be that easy. And there's a lot of racism going on. I mean, you go to oh, I cannot draw here. Go to the subreddit. Come on, draw. R Japan Life. I'm in there because I live here, and you will read true stories about living here. It's not pretty. It's not pretty when the police picks on you because you are a foreigner. Very not pretty. I cannot complain about that here, right here where I am now. In fact, the local cop or the chief, I guess, the new chief, came here to verify, about who lives here a few weeks ago. He was a very kind person. So, but it depends on where you go. You go to Tokyo, you have commodities, but then you get a lot of racism. You stay here, you do not have as much racism, although there is. It's in the small things. And you do not get any commodity. And nobody speaks English, so if you have to do anything, you gotta know someone who speaks Japanese and reads kanji. Because I speak Japanese, but I cannot read. So for everything, document-wise, I need my wife. Or I need to hire someone. Yeah, the cops are pretty... So here's the thing. In Japan, there is no presumption of innocence. So if a Japanese girl, maybe you had a date, a Japanese girl says, he kissed me and I didn't want, you're going to go to jail for 23 days. Without questions asked. You're not going to be able to talk to a lawyer privately, and you're going to be forced to confess, basically. That's just how it works here. And if you're Japanese, you're screwed because your family, you go to jail, your family is not going to talk to you anymore. My wife told me that a friend of hers was arrested because a girl said he had touched her on the bus, or train, was it? On the subway. And he went to jail for 23 days. And obviously he was innocent. And when he came out, he had lost everything. He had lost his job. His family would not talk to him anymore. So, not very nice, if you ask me. Especially because he was innocent. I would still not do that to a family member if he gets arrested for something like that. But he was innocent. So, and that happens more often than you want to believe, trust me. Hey Matthew, so if I say Ohayo, you can't read? Yeah, I can read. Those are hiragana. I can read hiragana. I cannot read kanji. Also, you're missing a U at the end. You're missing this. So yeah, I can read katakana. I can read hiragana pretty well. I cannot read kanji though. I absolutely gave up on kanji. Welcome, by the way, Matthews. Welcome in. Yeah, the sad thing is that I'm basically not alphabetized here. It sucks so badly because I like to be independent. I try to be as much as possible, but like if you go to the doctor, you have to fill in a paper stating what you have, like your symptoms and stuff, and I can't do it. I did it once with Google Translate. It took me like an hour. Every now and then the nurse would come over and say, "Hey, you okay? Everything fine?" And, yeah, sure. Kanji is hard. You have to memorize them. Yeah, pretty much, and they don't make sense. Like a single kanji has 3 ways to read, and it changes depending on the word it's in, and you gotta memorize that because you're not gonna be able to find a logic out of it. I actually started learning kanji, and I gave up because of this, because I was getting upset every time I learned a kanji, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna practice. And so I would tell my wife, hey, is that this kanji? And like, yeah, that's the kanji. So I read it like this. She's like, no, you read it this way. And I'm like, why? Oh, just cause. Okay, so I did it for a while, and then I figured out it was not for me, because I want to know why something is in a certain way. I can accept it for a few words, but not for all of them. So the artwork of a kid's threatening to pull this small alarm keychain if you didn't fork out the cash. Now seems surreal, I guess. Oh, and kids are very rude, on average. I know you're gonna say, well, kids are rude here too. They're pretty rude here compared to my country, at least. They're pretty rude on average, at least up till 6. So not a plus. Not a plus. Man, I feel like I've been complaining about Japan the whole stream today. I'm sorry. But that's how it works with me. You give me the go, and if it's Japan related, I did say some good things too, though. I like cherry blossoms to a degree. They're not so special anymore because I've seen them plenty. But they're okay. I like to see them right now. The only problem is that right after this they become pretty ugly, and they start having spider nests, like a lot of spider nests. So it's kind of annoying to walk under a cherry tree because you're gonna have to be careful about literally walking with your face into a spider web. And I'm not talking about small spiders. I'm talking about pretty large green, yellow, orange Japanese spiders. So I don't know if you are into that kind of thing. I'm not. So I do not enjoy the treat. There are plenty of bugs here. Flying cockroaches, especially, mostly in summer, I would say. Almost exclusively in summer, actually. Which is strange because we are in the countryside, and at least in Italy, you don't get cockroaches unless it's a very dirty place. But yes, this is the country. I'm gonna have to change this here. How big are the spiders? Can you hold one in your hands, or does the spider hold your hand? It depends. If it's a huntsman spider, it's as big as your hand. I killed one once. Matthews, are you in the Discord? Because I can send you the photo. You cannot exactly tell from the photo because it's like all wrapped up because I killed it. But it was so fast that before I was even able to catch it to kill it, I had to knock it out with some bug spray that was not even for spiders because I never thought I would need a spray for spiders. And so I knocked it out, and then so it slowed down, and then I finally slammed it with a slipper, I think it was a shoe. But it was big, and it would make like this kind of sound moving around. And that's how I noticed it, because at some point I was talking with Cheese, Emperor of Cheese, a user here, I don't know if you remember him, on Skype. And I see something like huge on the wall, moving really fast. I'm like, what the hell is that? And then I'm like, oh God, it's a spider. And that was very impressive. First time I've ever seen a spider that big. That was large. That was literally, actually, I think it could have been larger than the span of my hand side to side, if you include the legs. It was probably including the legs, was probably like my palm and pinky, I would say. So pretty large. And it's kind of creepy because sometimes they just come out of the shower, like of the drain. It happened to me. They were smaller, still huntsmen, but smaller. And again, these things never happened to me before. This is a special experience that I started having here in Japan. Never really happened before. I guess if you like spiders, that's fine. I don't think they're particularly dangerous. Huntsmen are probably not going to attack you. Probably, I guess. But it's kind of creepy. Like, I can't sleep if I know there is a huge critter lurking somewhere in the shadows. Be it a giant cockroach or a spider. I'm not really used to it. I guess depending on the country you're from, you might be. Like you're from Australia or New Zealand, probably you are. But I'm not. I'm a weak, you're a spoiled European. So, not really in tune with big bugs. Okay, this is starting to take shape. I'm gonna have to, you know what? That's not enough. Let's merge it, and then I'm gonna take this and I will liquefy it. There you go. I like spiders, but I understand that too many can be a problem. If you want to send the spider photo in Discord, I'm there. Cool. Yeah. If you don't mind that it's dead, because I just killed it, so I took the photo as a trophy. No, not as a trophy. I was freaking out a little bit. So yeah, I took it to just mock the spider. How lame is that, isn't it? Just when I'm mocking the spider. I gotta blow my nose, hold on. Audio capture, mute. Okay. I wanted to avoid blowing the nose into the mic, so apologies for that. What do I want to do here? I think I'm just gonna darken this. And this probably doesn't need as much. Hey, Chibiversity. Welcome in. Good day to you. Hope you're having a nice Friday. Almost Saturday here. It's gonna be Saturday in about an hour. Do you guys have do you guys have any plans? Any fun plans for the weekend? Is this armor? I believe it is. I believe it is armor. Yep. It absolutely is. By the way, today I played a little bit of Zelda Breath of the Wild with my son. I really appreciate the look, the aesthetics of the game. It's really gorgeous. I never finished that because I got a little bored over time, but just playing it again after a while, I think it's very good looking. Very good looking. Very nice. I'm looking at you, Pokemon Scarlet Violet. I have a plan. I'm making money on the weekend by finishing my piled up commission. Cool. Good luck with that. Yeah, I'm not gonna work on the weekend. I might. So I'm working on like renewing. Not renewing. Actually, it's like launching my site, my art website. So I might just do that. Hopefully I can finish it tomorrow. Get it ready. Probably gonna bleed through next week. So I'm gonna work a little less next week on like illustration, and I'm gonna try to focus a little bit on finishing the site because it's due. It's been due for a while. I want to try to finish it now. Hopefully this is the good time. This is the time. This is the time I finally launch a website, or the website, because I've had it on hold for years. Considering I use ArtStation for my portfolio, I didn't think it was necessary, but now it's like, okay, maybe I can have another point of entry to my other stuff like videos and whatnot. I might wanna. Okay, so one thing that I'm seeing Miss Midorikawa does is in some shadow areas she just annihilates detail completely, and so I want to try to do that, because why not? Why not? What about let's see. So I can just simplify some areas. It doesn't have to be all in focus. In fact, I think it's way better if something is out of focus. So I'm gonna add some white. Ideally, the background probably be probably be white, so that I can fade out some areas, but for now I'm going to use a light blue. Let's see. And might be a little too much. Teal. Let's use this kind of gray here, and then I can always change it. And a lot of atmosphere here. Back to had lunch. Cool. How was your lunch, Scorpion? May I ask, what is the reason for making a website instead of just using ArtStation or a similar website to show a portfolio? I already have that. It's just to have, I don't know, it's just recommended. At some point, you might want to also have a website. It depends. It depends. ArtStation is fine. The problem with ArtStation is that everyone has it, and there's a big pool of people there. You're not necessarily going to get the visibility you need. But if you can rank for some words on Google, if you know how to do it, it's my job. I also did some SEO as part of my job, so it you may have a slighter advantage. At least if someone looks up your name on Google, which is soon to be replaced by any AI, but they look up your name on Google and they're going to find you, not ArtStation. An ArtStation is way too easy to just get lost, because again, a large pool of people. But if you have your own website, you're the master. You are the master. So, now I am the master, Obi-Wan. So, that's the whole reason. Might be useless, but it's worth giving it a shot, I guess. And speaking of, I think I'm about to go because it's time for me to take a shower and I'm about to sneeze anyway. So, yeah, this is not finished yet, but I think it's looking a tiny bit better. I apologize for the length of these, of this actually project. It might be a little long for a lot of people, but hopefully not too much. I don't know if I will stream tomorrow. We'll see how my nose feels. And if not, hopefully on Monday, we'll see. Okay? So everybody, thanks for joining today. The fact that there is a website that you can make your own wiki for you sure comment or whatever. Yeah, also. Yeah, I can put my like bestiary there or whatnot. So yeah, everybody, thanks. Thanks for being here with me. I appreciate your company, and I will talk to you next time. Take care.